I'm Dr. Gaetano Morello. I'm a practicing naturopathic physician. I practice at BC Women's Hospital in Vancouver, British Columbia. Currently we're treating complex chronic diseases, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, myalgic encephalomyelitis, and even Lyme disease, and lots of multiple chemical sensitivities as well. One of the great ingredients on the planet is an ingredient that we never absorb, and that ingredient is specialized fiber. Fiber does so many different things. It's incredible when you start thinking about it. It regulates blood sugar levels. It satisfies the appetite. It lowers cholesterol levels. It improves transit time in the gastrointestinal tract and also feeds important bacteria in the colon. So it does a plethora of things without ever getting into the body. And there's numerous types of fibers on the marketplace, but really I think the entire medical community understands that there is nothing that has more clinical research than PGX. PGX has over 21 double-blind placebo studies worldwide. It is the fiber of choice by most physicians that know anything about fiber. And you know, and I really encourage people to consume more fiber. You know, when we look back at the research, we find that, you know, if you look at the Burkitt family who did all the research in Africa, they found that African villages were consuming 75 grams of fiber a day. Well, how much does the average American consume? Very little. I don't think we're even up to 20 grams of fiber a day. And what's that creating? Well, what's the epidemic that we have? We have an epidemic with prediabetes. A lot of people are pre-diabetic, where their sugar levels in their bloodstream are elevated, creating this huge influx of insulin, which creates weight gain. We have issues with constipation because we don't have proper transit time. We have issues with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and diarrhea. And if you think about what diarrhea actually is, it's kind of interesting how PGX can play a role in that as well, in that when digested food leaves the small intestine, enters the colon, it goes through this little valve called the ileocecal valve, and that material, that post-digested material, is all liquid. And it sits in the colon as liquid. The colon's purpose is to extract water from that liquid so we can get hydrated and then eliminate that, what we call stool. Diarrhea is the inability of the colon to absorb water. The question is, what creates that ability of the colon to absorb water? It's created by bacteria eating fibers like PGX, creating short-chain fatty acids, which create the osmotic gradient. So here's another benefit of a fiber like this, and this is something that you can take on a daily basis. So I highly recommend people go on fiber because we just don't get enough of it. And PGX is really the specialized form. It's very unique in that it holds more water than any other fiber on the marketplace. It's got the clinical research. There's a lot of other types of fibers on the market, but they're really not the true fiber that has the background and real clinical research as a PGX, and that's why it's so recommended and so useful. And you know, the studies prove everything to you. One of the things that I talk about when I talk about nutraceutical industry is the fact that, unlike the pharmaceutical industry, where if I prescribe tetracycline, no matter where you go, whatever pharmacy, you're going to get tetracycline. When we recommend fiber, there's a whole bunch of varieties, but then they don't all work the same. PGX is really a branded compound that really is effective, and I highly recommend that you utilize this impressive compound.